Okay, so we're going into our next turn. First I have the threat phase. I untap any of my cards. There aren't any. And then I draw a new card. Ooh, this is actually pretty good for me. It's an event, which means you get discarded right away. Extra ammo. Each fighter suffers 1 direct damage for each Anastasia in play. Luckily for me, I've been defeating them, so there aren't any, so I go to the alternative text. If no Anastasia is in play, Dmitri deals each fighter 2 direct damage. So that's not great. Direct damage blocks or skips through all my defense. So I've got 3, and I'm going up to 5 damage now out of my 20, so I'm quarter of the way to being defeated. But I don't add any more minions, and I don't add any more cool gear like guns and stuff for Dmitri, so it was a temporary amount of damage, but didn't really affect me in any major way. Now, I'm looking at what I'm going to do this turn, and... Sorry, I was over here. And, I've got green. I want to start working my way over to defend there. I should be able to defeat Boris pretty easily. And I think I'm going to play this Shockwave, which lets me get an extra attack in if I spend some extra power. So I should be able to get Boris and do some damage to Dmitri, get him closer to me winning the game, because remember, I got to defeat him to win, while at the same time getting towards yellow and green. I could revive yellow as my action, but he'd still be next to Dmitri and he'd just get hit right away again, so I don't really see much point to that. So I'm going to take my move action first. 1, 2, 3. And note that the second I'm next to Boris, he's grappling with me again, so I'm not going to move away from him until he's defeated. For my card play, I'm going to put down Shockwave, get a second tactic out, and I'm going to use this one to attack. So it's attack 2, target an enemy up to 3 spaces away. I can spend extra power up to 2 to target additional enemies. So I'm going to hit Boris, and then 1, 2, 3. I'm going to spend an extra power to hit Dmitri. And I forgot to get my power for riding Lightning last turn, so I actually have 2 power. So I'm going to boost with riding Lightning's little boost ability. I'm going to boost this 2 dice attack from Shockwave. Remember, this is a tactic, so I can do this every turn. I'm going to boost it to a 3 dice attack against both of them. And I'll resolve that with a single roll. So I'm almost certainly going to defeat Boris. He has no punch defense. This is a punch attack, and I'm going to probably defeat him with 3 dice. But hopefully I'll get some good damage on Dmitri, too, because Dmitri has a bunch of grapple and kick defense, but he does not have any punch defense at the moment. And, sorry, Dmitri had 4 damage. There you go. So, let's see how we do. I'll just roll on the board. Come on, crits! Alright. Not the best, not the worst. I did get 2 more punch defense, which is the one I need the least of, but I'll take it. And I also got 2 hits, so that is enough to finish off Boris. He already had 5 damage, and he has no punch defense, so I get up to his 6. So he's discarded, and his defenses and damage are gone. Gonna get a loot for defeating him. Another flashbang that can discard 2 defense tokens from somebody next to me. And then I'm going to hit Dmitri for the same 2 damage. He again has no punch defense, so I'll change these 3s into a 5, and I'm at 6 of his 20 life. So, not fantastic, but definitely getting there, So that was my card play to play Shockwave. I moved my 3 spaces, and I used the action on Shockwave to attack. So I am done with my action phase. React phase, I don't have any enemies. I defeated Boris, so I'm good on that. So I get to draw a card. Ooh, another tactic. Yes, this is awesome. At the start of my turn, gain 1 power. Ooh! So between this and riding Lightning, if I get them both in play, I'm getting a power start of my turn and a power at the end of my turn. I can use power to do extra attacks and get more damage on my attacks. I'm getting my combos going if I can play this next turn. And additionally, I have, as an action, I can move a bunch of enemies toward me and then gain defense tokens. I don't see me using that part too often, but I'm really happy I drew another tactic. I want to get them all out and then start just spamming attack cards as much as I can. And I'm not going to forget this time, I do get 1 power for having Riding Lightning in play at the end of my turn. We're going to the enemy phase. So I'm over with Dmitri, and he is, again, next to an inactive guy, so he's not going to attack anybody this turn because nobody's next to him, but he is going to try to execute red again. Let's see if my luck can hold here. Oh, gosh! Oh, Red Fighter, we hardly knew you. So, red has been executed. Dimitri was carrying him and rolled 2 of the same results, so he is removed from the game. That red card is gone. And his objective token goes over on the stage card, and basically once he gets 3 of these, I lose the game. And oh man, unfortunately he's about to run right over to yellow and pick him up with Call the Weak. So I'm going over to the stage phase. He's going to move 3 towards the closest inactive objective. He's going to pick it up. So it goes on his card. And now he's got yellow. Now I will note yellow doesn't lose his defense. So if I ever rescue him, he's still got that defense. But he's now going to be able to start rolling for yellow to kill him in the following turn. And final thing I do is I activate green. Because he is active, he's going to charge advance 3 spaces. Which, man, I would have liked if he had gotten a little punch on Dimitri before any new people spawn. But hey, I'll take what I can get. So Dimitri's injured, but now I'm a third of the way to losing the game. I gotta maybe try to rescue yellow from him, or at least keep green alive at the very least. And finally, I'm going to draw a stage card. This one is Mutual Cause. Each fighter may move up to 3 of their defense tokens to 1 or more objective cards, distributed however the fighter wishes. If an objective carried by the boss gains 1 times the number of players' defense tokens this way, so at least 1 in this case, the boss drops it and the token becomes active again. If I don't lose defense tokens this way, I flip an active objective to an inactive, so I would injure green. So this is a great card for me. Don't forget, I've got, I've got 5 punch defense just chilling here, and I do not need that much. So I'm gonna give yellow, the guy that just got picked up by him, I'm gonna give him 2 punch, keep 3 for myself. And that means that he is immediately going to be dropped by Dimitri and become active again in an adjacent space. So let's put him... It's probably going to be a guy spawning there this turn. So let's put him up here. Now, it's not like amazing. Dimitri's going to try to hit that guy again. And he's got 3 punch defense, but unfortunately no other types. I guess I could have given him stuff besides punch, but... I'm okay with him getting hit again. I just don't want Dimitri to have a roll to defeat him. If Dimitri hits him again and then picks him up again, that's still buying me time to hit Dimitri back. So that was great. I helped out the allied fighter, and I'm getting set up. That's the end of the turn. I'm going to come back to another fighter turn, which will start with the threat phase. So let's see what I draw. Oh! This is the minion we haven't seen yet. So each enemy army generally has 3 minions plus the boss. So let's take a closer look at Drago. So he is big and tough. He's got 8 life, the most of anybody we've seen. 3 attack, the most attack we've seen. And he starts with 2 grapple defense. I'm not too worried about that because, again, I'm not much into grappling attacks. Each time this enemy would suffer direct damage, reduce that damage by 1. That's not going to bother me too much. I don't have that many abilities to deal direct damage, so I can pretty much ignore that. And just to kind of preview his activation, he advances 3 spaces towards the nearest fighter and attacks, and if he didn't reach anybody, if he's still unengaged, he gains a random defense token. So he hits pretty hard, and he's got a lot of life. We're going to see if I'm going to be able to actually defeat this guy. So here he is. He goes on the closest spawn point to me. So, oh man, he's engaged with green. Now, the nice thing is, if I move next to him, the boss attacks everybody adjacent, but the regular minions only attack 1 person of my choice if there's more than 1 engaged. So if I engage with this guy, he's never going to hit green, and green will actually hit him on his turn. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I do want to play this tactic out, this guy, because I don't think I'm going to be able to defeat Drago this turn regardless. So I'm going to go ahead and play Gathering Storm. It gives me a 3rd tactic. I'm going to move next to Drago, but not next to Dimitri. And I guess, yeah, I mean, no, that's as far as I want to move. And, yeah, so I played Gathering Storm. I've moved, and I'm going to do my action. So just to show you what my player area looks like, I've got Drago up here in my enemy area. Got a bunch of defense still. Only 1 power at the moment. And I've got a turkey platter, so I can heal myself at some point. I'm not actually as hurt as I seem. And I've got a flashbang, but I'll need to remove Drago's defense because I'm going to hit him with a punch. So the question is, do I hit Drago with my channeling, which would, oh my gosh, it gives me 3 power now. I think that's too good. I can't really pass that up. I could do Shockwave and spend my 1 power and hit both Dimitri and Drago, but God, 3 power that I can then use later for riding lightning and shockwave to attack more people. That seems way too good. So I'm just going to do my basic attack. This is for 2 punch. There's a little punch icon. And I should have spent a power, but now we'll say it's too late. Okay, getting more punch defense, so glad I gave some of that away to the other fighter. So I'm doing a 1 punch damage to Drago. He has no punch defense. And 1, that was a terrible roll. But it's okay, because now I gain 3 power, 1 for each of my active tactics. So I'm up to 4 power. And we're probably going to see it in a second. Don't forget that when I get up to 6 power, I flip, and you'll get to see my really cool charged attack that I can use once before flipping again. I don't gain the +1 power at the start of my turn from Gathering Storm, because that was act. I'm about to gain 1 power from Riding Lightning after I do my react phase, which means Drago is going to advance 3 spaces. He's next to me already. I just hit him, so he doesn't need to. And he's going to hit the nearest fighter. And again, I'm there, and so is the green objective. So we're just going to leave it and let him hit me. Let's see what we get. 2 kicks. God, no hits on my infinite punch defense over here. But I do have 2 kicks, and I do have 1 grapple. Ooh! Yes, here it comes. We're going to see some majesty in a second. So I take away 6 power. Anything that's left, I keep. So it's not like I lose all my power. And I flip to my charged side. Look at the fiery red of awesome that I have just achieved. So the power goes back on, and well, let's show you the card first. So this is called Unleash the Storm. So I attack 3, and I can still boost that with Riding the Lightning. This attack may target up to 3 different enemies within 4 spaces of you. So I can, especially if I use Riding the Lightning, I can do a 4 dice attack on 3 different enemies near me. So definitely going to hit Drago and Dimitri with this next turn, I think. But maybe somebody else will spawn and get hit by it too. I would not mind that at all. Alright, so that was Drago's activation. We're now in my draw phase. Don't forget I get 1 power for Riding Lightning. And next turn I'm going to get a power for Gathering Storm as well. Oh, I'm going to be so powered up. I just wish my defenses were more varied. And I get a card draw. Yeah, oh my gosh! Wow! This is like a 1, 2, 3 punch. This is my last tactic. Remember, this was the one that let me attack somebody every turn, shooting a fireball at them. I'm now going to have 4 tactics. Every time I do my basic attack, I'm going to gain 4 power. And I'm going to be able to start tapping this to do 1 dice of attack every turn. So this is fantastic. Just to remind you, I roll 1 red die. I can hit anybody within 6 spaces. It does do general damage, which is the weakest. Like Drago, just take away these defense tokens. Wouldn't actually get through his defenses. But I don't care, man. I'm going to get all 4 of my tactics in play and just start wailing on the boss, hopefully, before he can defeat my friends. Alright, so we're coming over to Dimitri's attack. And he is next to somebody, so he is going to attack for 4 dice. Gosh, this guy. My friend Yellow does have 3 mighty punch defense, but any amount of defense getting through, so literally there's nothing you can do. I kind of hope that Dimitri doesn't roll punches, because then they'll be taken away. If he just rolls kicks and grapple, the guy will be flipped anyway. Wow! Alright, so 1 punch gone, but the other 3 kicks, for these objectives, doesn't matter. Any amount of damage flips him, so Yellow is inactive once again. He keeps his other 2 punch defense, but he's just there, and we're going right into the stage phase. Call of the week! Dimitri's picking him up again. He's like, hey, remember me? I was holding you about a minute ago. Welcome back to my biceps. And Yellow, with his 2 punch defense, has moved over there again. But we're not in the enemy phase anymore, so he's not going to get a chance to execute him yet. I hope he doesn't execute him. That would put him only 1 away from winning. And now we get to Green, my mighty friend. He's going to punch Drago for 2 dice. Get him! Okay, well, grapple. Drago had grapple defense, so that wasn't great. But hey, that 1 damage, so Drago's now at 1 grapple and 2 damage, so he's got 6 life left. Man, he's going to be tough to defeat, even if I attack him again next turn. But hey, we'll see how it goes. Alright, and finally I draw a new card for the stage. Mutual Cause again. Oh, man. Alright, this is the same one we got last time. I'm going to help out my buddy Yellow again. Hey, Yellow, take another punch defense. Only 1, because clearly they aren't really helping you that much. But, oh, you jump out of Dimitri's arms. He is so shocked at your resiliency. I love it. Okay, so Dimitri, he cries a little bit because once again he's gonna have to work so hard just to pick up this guy. But I am loving the luck of that stage card draw right there. Feeling really good about it. Okay, so we're going back into my threat phase. I've got Drago already. Let's see if they're gonna add another minion. Oh, they are. Anastasia, our long range one. Just to remind you, she starts with a grapple defense and a kick defense, which is great for me because I don't really like those kind of attacks. And she's only got 4 life, but she's going to plink me for 1 direct damage, bypassing all of my defense every single turn if she's within 6 spaces. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so she's going to spawn. This is the purple Anastasia. She's going to spawn right up here. And she is certainly in range, and actually, well, I get to pick if we're equidistant. So if I don't move, she'll either shoot me or yellow. And heck, I might let her shoot yellow because Dimitri's going to hit him anyway and save myself the damage. But I'm getting in my act phase. I don't really need to move yet. Oh, and I'm getting +1 power from my old Gathering Storm. So, oh man, this is so, this is glorious. So I had mentioned Unleash the Storm, my flipped thing. It hits up to 3 different enemies within 4 spaces of me. Well, hello, Anastasia in 3 spaces. Hello, Drago right next to me. Hello, Dimitri 2 spaces away. I think it is time, before I play a card, before I move, before I do anything, we are unleashing this storm. So I get 3 dice. This is a punch attack, which, oh, I love this. None of them have any punch defense. And you know we're spending 1 of my 3 power to activate that Riding Lightning and get +1. We're rolling 4 dice against 3 guys. Let's see if we can just wipe out Anastasia the second she pops on the board. Like, she thought she was going to be important, and she is eliminated immediately. Oh, man, I want those crits. I want those crits. Let's do this. Oh, okay. This is pretty good. Getting a lot of defense that I don't really need, but hey, whatever. But I got a crit. I'm going to roll again. Come on. Give me... Yes! Ooh! 5 punch defense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 punch attack. Sorry, attack. Anastasia literally just showed up on the board. She thought she was going to help with the effort, and she is gone in a single blow. And I get, what is it? Energy drink. Discard this card to gain 2 power. Hey, this is going to keep, powering the engine of destruction that is Kyoryu's attacks right now. So Anastasia, gone. Drago, no punch defense whatsoever. So he is, in just a moment, down from 6 life left to 1 life left. If I can just plink him for 1 more damage, he will be gone too. So that is fantastic. That guy. And hey, the really important thing, our friend Dimitri over here had 5, and now he has 10. 11 damage out of 20. He is more than half dead with that huge attack. And I'll note I do switch Kyoryu back to Channel Tempest. I've used my action for the turn. I still have 2 power, but I'll have to build back up to be able to unleash the storm again. But man, that was an awesome attack. So I still have my card play. I did want to play Aura Bakuden to do a plink of 1 general damage. The thing is, though, I want to finish off Drago, and Drago still has a grapple defense. So I've kind of got 2 choices for me. I can play the tactic and set myself up for future turns, because I can exhaust it to do the attack. I won't use anything. Or I can do, like, Eye of the Storm, gain a bunch of defense. Well, here's the thing. I'm going to use Aura Bakuden. I'm going to boost it with Riding Lightning to give me the attack I need. Here, let's go over to my play area so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. So, man, it's getting a little crowded here with all my awesome tactics. I still got my Flashbang. I've got my energy drink I just earned. I've got my turkey dinner. I've already done my action for the turn. I'm going to try to finish off Drago and leave Dimitri all by himself. So I'm going to play Aura Bakuden for my play of a card. And I can exhaust it to do a 1 dice attack, general damage against an enemy within 6 spaces. So boom, going to do that. I'm going to spend 1 power with Riding Lightning's ability, turn into a 2 dice attack. This is general damage, so I'm going to have to hit that grapple first. But if I can get 2 hits, which is pretty likely, Drago's going down. Here we go. No! God! Alright, well, hey, it's fair because I had an awesome attack a second ago. So I only got 1 hit. So Drago's grapple defense is gone. And I get two, this is nice. Remember, with general damage, I get to choose the defense tokens I gain, so definitely not gaining any more punch defense. But Drago lives to hit me again. Not ideal. And I can still move, but if I move away from Drago, he's going to be hitting green instead of me. So I'm going to stay right where I am. I'm going to skip my move this turn and go right to my react phase. So Drago is going to hit me again, because I wanted to hit green, for 3 dice. Come on, give me some... Ooh! Well, wow. I thought I had so much punch, and now I have no punch defense, but no damage got through, and I'm back up to 4 power. I'm almost ready to unleash the storm again, and that's excellent. I'm really excited about that. Yeah, so Drago didn't get through with anything, and with Riding Lightning, I get another power at the end of my turn. I'm only 1 away from unleashing the storm, and I got this energy drink, so I can unleash the storm anytime I want, baby. And yeah, so I'm feeling pretty good about this. I get to draw a card at the end of my turn. Another Eye of the Storm. So this is nice. Now that I've got all these tactics out, I'm going to basically be doing 2 attacks every turn. 1 from a card play and 1 from my actions. And, oh man, Shockwave. And this is great. This is great. I'm really feeling good. I mean, I am playing against one of the easier enemy groups, but still, I'm feeling like this is all coming together. So we come back around to Dimitri's activation. He is next to Yellow, who has miraculously risen from the grave again. And he is hitting him. Yellow only has punch defense. We will remove 1 of Yellow's defense. He's flipped again. Dimitri, you just keep on playing the same hits. Dimitri's going to call the weak, run over, pick Yellow up, but does not get a roll against him this turn. Yellow's card is coming over to Dimitri again. And we go into the stage phase. Or sorry, that was the stage phase with Call the Weak. And now Green is going to put... Oh, hey, Green! Oh, darn. You know what's the one negative about this? If Green is the one to finish off Drago, non-player fighters cannot gain loot cards. So I'm going to lose that loot card. But, oh, why am I rolling? Drago has no defenses. Boop! Bye, Drago. Go hang out with Anastasia in the afterlife. So, we are down to me and a friend. I love this. Me and a friend ready to fight Dimitri. As long as I don't let Dimitri hit him and knock him down. I do draw a new event card, though. Oh! 2 friends! Me, Dimitri, and 2 friends. Let's get Purple in here. Where are you, Purple? Slightly. Here, let me just move the board. Boop! It's kind of out of the fray. So Dimitri could, next turn, execute Yellow and only put him 1 guy away from winning. But I'm feeling pretty good that I can just smash Dimitri with the help of my buddies, and he won't even get the chance to finish guys off. So let's go into our next turn, and I'm gaining a power. Uh-oh. I'm gaining a power, and that means I have 6 power, and that means... Yes, unleashing the storm. Ready to go again. You know what? I hope they spawn a new guy right here. I hope they do, just so I can blast the heck out of him, because I think that would be great. I am untapping Aura Bakuden, just a note. You do that during your threat phase. And drawing a new enemy card. Modified art. Oh, God. Dimitri just pulled out a rocket launcher. Stuff got serious really quickly. Let's check this out. When it activates, if unengaged, Dimitri chooses 1 fighter within 6 spaces of him. He deals the chosen fighter 4 general damage, that's a lot, and forces the target to discard 1 card it controls, so I would lose 1 of my tactics. Then Dimitri shuffles his card back into his deck. It said if he's unengaged. So I was thinking I would move away, but there's no new enemies. My buddy's about to run up here. I'm going to stay right next to Dimitri and smack a fool. So let's go right into this. So it's my act phase. I'm going to skip moving. For playing... Let's see, I guess I could move away just to Sky Strike, but that seems a little bit silly. I can discard defense tokens from Dimitri, but he doesn't have any punch tokens right now. Or I can do Eye of the Storm, which is grapple, but he does have grapple defense. So actually, I'm not... well, here, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to discard my energy drink to get 2 more power, because at the moment I have no power whatsoever, and that'll at least let me add some dice with my attacks and things. I mean, I guess I am going to have to... I could do Unleash the Storm again, but it seems like a waste when there's nobody else to hit with it. So I think I might just do Shockwave for my attack. That's just a 2 dice punch, which he has no defense against. And then additionally, I guess I can do a Sky Strike. He has less kick defense than other types of defense. I'm going to move then. I'm going to move away, but not really, because then I'm going to Sky Strike. If I'm unengaged, which I am, I move up to 2 spaces, blink, and attack for 2 dice, and there's a kick attack. Then you may discard any number of power, dealing the target 1 general damage for each power discarded. But remember, general goes through his defense. And I'm going to try to just leave that grapple defense alone if I can. So I got 2 dice here, and I will go ahead and spend 1 of my power to make it 3 dice. Thanks to Riding Lightning. Okay, not the best, not the worst. I got 2 kick defense, so all I do is remove 2 of Dimitri's kick. I don't actually do any damage, but I get 1 kick myself for my guard result. So my defense is looking a little bit better. And Dimitri's going to hit me pretty hard this turn, so that's okay. And then for my actual action, I'm going to use Shockwave's action. I'm not going to use Unleash the Storm yet. So that's 2. I could attack extra people. Let's spend a power, make it 3, especially since this is a punch attack, so he's got no defense against it. Come on, crits. I'm not loving these rolls. That single guard result is really not great. So, I do 2 more damage to Dimitri. He's down to 7 life, and I get another punch defense. My defense is pretty balanced right now. I've got a little bit of everything, so hopefully he won't hurt me too much when he hits me back. And I moved, I played a card. The only thing left, I can Aura Bakuden him. This is general damage, so it's going to go to whatever I want it to. So let's go ahead and roll the 1 die. Whew. So I get a defense of my choice. I'll go ahead and get a grapple, because I get punch defense pretty easily since I do a lot of punch attacks. And I get to take away 1 defense of my choice. Let's make him empty of kick and grapple. Although, you know what I just realized? I didn't roll for his defense the last couple of turns. So I'm just going to... I think it was 2 turns I forgot. So I'm going to give him 4 defense worth, and we'll call that a day. Alright, so it actually didn't change any of the damage I've done, because he didn't roll any punch defense, so he wouldn't have been able to block any of my punches anyway. But I do have to remember to give him his 2 free defense every turn. I wasn't reading his activation card too carefully. He gets 2 free defense every turn, in addition to hitting somebody. Okay, so I did my Aura Bakuden. I did everything else. And I still have Unleash the Storm waiting to smash some people. So yeah, let's see how hard he hits me. I'm going to get 1 power from Riding Lightning at the end of the turn. Going to draw a card. Another Gathering Storm, which is a unique. So this is pretty much a dead draw, because a lot of these guys, just to remind you, have a feint ability, this really strong ability, but then I trash the card. Gathering Storm doesn't, so I can't even trash the card and then play another copy of it. This one's just kind of going to hang out until, if he shoots me with that RPG, I would lose it, for example. Okay, so we're going into the enemy turn. And first, Dimitri, not forgetting this time, he's going to roll 2 defense. He's going to get a... I'm super happy that he is never, ever getting punch defense. That's definitely good for me. So he gets both of those, and then he hits me for 4 attack. And just to remind you, I've got 2 kick, 2 grapple, 1 punch defense. Pretty balanced. So he's going to do a punch, a grapple, a kick. I'm getting 3 more power, which means I'll almost be ready to Unleash the Storm once I actually do Unleash the Storm. Only 1 damage gets through, so I'm up to 6 damage. But I'm doing great, man. This is really going well. I've still got my turkey to eat if I need to. Okay, then he rolls to see if he executes yellow. Looking to not get matching. Okay, good. So, yellow is still alive. Feeling great about that. And then finally, he would shoot the RPG-7 if he was unengaged. But he's not, so we just skip that entirely. He would call the weak, but he's not. There's no inactive guys for him to attack. So we just activate our friend. So, green's going to charge in up to 3 spaces. Hit him for 2. Come on, get some punches that he can't defend against. Yes! So he takes away 1 grapple, but 1 more punch. Dimitri has 6 life left. This guy is going down. And purple wants to be involved too. Remember, he advances 3 spaces. Can't quite get there, but maybe next turn he'll actually be relevant. And we're going to draw a new stage card. Assistance required again. If I don't give at least one of the objective fighters a defense, then it's going to hurt one of them for 3 damage, which clearly I don't want that to happen. So I'm down to just 1 kick and 1 grapple defense, but I'll go ahead and give 1 defense to green. Now, by the way, this card does not let me give defense to yellow and bring him back. So green's got 1 defense. I doubt it's going to actually help him much if Dimitri smashes him next turn, but it's good to know. All right, we're getting near the end. Let's see if I can win next turn. If I can get 6 damage in 1 turn, blowing out all of my cool abilities. You're going to see some awesome stuff in just a second. So we're coming over here. I've got all my tactics, a lot of tactics. I do get 1 power at the start of my turn for Gathering Storm. So I'm flipped, and I've got 5 more power, and that's going to be the key to my victory in just a second, I think. And don't forget, I've got a Gathering Storm I can't play, a sort of defensive ability, and then 2 attacks for grapple, which I don't really need because Dimitri has a ton of grapple. So my card play might not matter this much this turn. I'm really going to be using these tactics and my big Unleash the Storm to smash some guys. But first, let's see what's coming up. Steely Defense. Each fighter activates 1 Drago in the threat area if able. Don't have any. If no Drago in play, Dimitri gains 2 of each type of defense. Oh man, that's really not gonna help me in this defeating Dimitri this turn objective. Well, okay. I think we still might have it. So I'm going to show you each of the tactics and see if you can kind of go along with me and figure out how you would defeat Dimitri this turn. Let's zoom in a bit. So just kind of looking along, I'm ready with Unleash the Storm. 3 dice, I can boost that to 4. But let's look at these feint abilities. Okay, move a number of spaces equal to your power. That'd be awesome if I wanted to move, but doesn't really help me here. Shockwave, feint, gain 2 power. So I can boost myself from 5 power to 7. Dang. And then Aura Bakuden. This one's the big one. This is what I think is going to win for me. Feint. Attack 1. This attack deals direct damage. Direct damage. Armor-piercing damage from Dimitri, who just got a ton of extra defense tokens from that event I drew. May target an enemy within 6 spaces. He's right next to me. I may discard any number of power, gaining +1 for each power discarded. Oh, Dimitri. I feel really bad for you right now. So, by the way, I can actually use the regular ability first, just to do 1 general damage. So I might as well, right? Let's see what I get. Okay, I got a crit. It's 1, 2. Okay, so I can remove 2 defenses. I'm going to take away both of his punch defenses so that if he survives this, I can still Unleash the Storm on him. Exhausting doesn't use an action. Fainting doesn't use an action. So I just throw this away. And I say, okay, so I do 1 die of direct damage, 2 dice of direct damage, 3 dice, 4 dice, 5 dice, 6 dice. 6 dice of direct damage against a guy with 6 life left. If I roll well here, this guy is done. This guy is done. All right, 6 dice. 14 damage, 6 left. Let's just fireball, massive fireball in the face. Come on. Okay. Oh, okay. This is both good and bad. There's 2 blocks. Not loving them, but 2... Oh, come on. Okay, let's roll. Here we go. Need 2 more. Go! Gosh! That was not the result I was hoping for. Okay, so I get 4 defense tokens of my choice. Let's just quickly say, okay, 1 of each plus an extra kick. Whatever. Because I still think I can finish him. And I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is direct damage, so just smashes through his defenses. He has 1 life left, and because I Aura Bakuded him, I got rid of his 1 punch. So he has no punch defense. So even though it might have looked like I could have failed, remember that was a feint and an exhaust. I didn't actually use my action yet. I have my action. 3 dice. I wish I could boost it with power, but I can't. So all I need, baby. 1 hit. Okay. Boom! Dimitri is down. And, hey, yellow, he can go to a hospital. He can get better. Green never even got hit. Purple never even got hit. I only lost. Red, who, we'll say was my brother, so I'll be really angry. But, hey, this is great. I have defeated the boss, which means I win the scenario. And I will note, this was one of the easiest armies, one of the easiest bosses, and one of the, semi-easy scenarios. And Kyoryu is a really good character, so the game can be a lot harder than this, but I wanted to show you kind of a fun playtest. So that was it. Street Master is victorious! And yeah, hope you enjoyed, y'all. This is my first try at this, so I hope it was fun to watch. Have a great one.